Manufacturing Day. And today we've got four exciting companies that are going to talk about opportunities they have in Lenawee County. And my name is Jack Townsley from the Lenawee Intermediate School District. We will kick it off with a welcome from Kyle Griffith and Jim Van Dorn, Kyle Griffith of the LISD and Jim Van Dorn of Lenawee Now.
Some more and really dig into what all is entailed in business and industry here in Lenawee County. For business and industry, it's a day to shine. It's a great opportunity for business and industry to put their best foot forward and show the future what great opportunities exist with business and industry, from fully funded scholarship opportunities to help students develop as they look at maybe careers within the business and industry itself, or to grow into other career aspirations that they're looking at. So twofold, this is a beautiful opportunity for both the students and business and industry to come together, collaborate, and look at all the possibilities that exist here in Lenawee County. I want to thank all those business and industries that have signed up to participate, dedicated time to this, and for the students' sake, sit up, pay attention, ask questions, and really dive into the details. For that, have a great day, enjoy Manufacturing Day, and thanks again for your participation.
Hello, I'm Jim Van Dorn, the Executive Director of Lenawee Now. Lenawee Now is the economic development arm for our communities and our local businesses. So we look at today as a great opportunity for all of us to come together. Welcome to Manufacturing Day. Today allows you to review some of the companies here available in Lenawee County and the types of jobs that we have in Lenawee County. And that helps us to create a talent pool, while it helps you identify the skills to work locally. So we think the future is bright here in Lenawee County for our businesses and for job opportunities. And we would like you to stay locally in Lenawee County. So enjoy your day, learn about our companies and our businesses, and hopefully someday in the future, we'll see you working in Lenawee County.
Okay, and again, thank you to Kyle Griffith and Jim Van Dorn for giving us a welcome to Manufacturing Day. And today we have company representatives from four different companies. We have Larry Stover from General Brooch Company, Alex Garavaglia from Plainwave Instruments, Brian Spears from Auto Kineton, and Kelly Tuttle, and who is joined by Justin Sheldon at I Did It. And we are going to do a quick little video of each company, and then we'll have the companies introduce themselves.
General Brooch originally founded back in 1942 by Carl Eklund up in Detroit. In 1964, they took and moved the Brooch tool operation down to Morenci, Michigan. The reason they did that is to find loyal and secure operators. In 1992, we were purchased by Utica Enterprises. Broaching is a manufacturing process to remove material accurately and fast. There are two different types of broaching. One is linear broaching, and that's what is the most common, and that's what we do. We service a lot of type of industries. Automotive industry, of course, because of a lot of gears. Gears use broaches. We also service the aerospace industry. We cut turbine discs for jet engines, turbine blades for jet engines. Then we're used in the firearm industry for receivers, magazines, hand tools, and also the boating industry in the manufacturing of engines. We're very innovative. Through the years, we've held many patents. We are first in line for those kind of things. One thing that we do stress in is to get our customers' cost per part down. A lot of people come to us mainly for that reason, because we not only look at that particular process, but the process is on down to their end customers. We have some state-of-the-art grinding equipment, turning equipment, milling equipment. We have 4-axis CNC EDMs that we utilize that you can do any shape with. General Brooch has a high amount of integrity. We have a quality system that is second to nobody. Your process, your part is so important to us. We're going to use every aspect of our business to make you successful in yours. We've always been the true innovator in broaching throughout the years. Back even in the days when Mr. Eklund first started the company, they kept coming up with new ideas. We run our business with integrity, and unless our customer is delighted with us, we don't feel that we've done our job properly.
Okay, Larry, tell us a little bit about General Brooch and your journey with the company, how you got to where you are with General Brooch.
Okay. General Brooch, as the video said, we started back in 1942, and here in Morenci, we build the cutting tools. We also build machine fixtures, automation, and machines, and we do some production broaching. So we do a lot when it comes to the broaching world. The type of products we carry and do, we also offer a lot of different services. As far as myself, I started at Eklund Brooch Division back in when I got out of high school. I became a flat tool sharpener in the beginning, and other manufacturing roles I took on were also surface grinding and form grinding on flat tools. Then I was working full-time during the day and going to school at night at JCC to learn other skills such as CNC programming and basic programming and Autolist language. This led me to being able to join our programming department, and I was a programmer for about 15 years, and also helping to write programs for to make our AutoCAD easier. So after that really kind of molded me to becoming the manufacturing manager here at General Brooch back in the early 2000s. And then in the late 2000s, I was named General Brooch as general manager. What I enjoy about it most is I've been able to live in my hometown right here for my entire life, basically. Be able to go to work in about 5 minutes, which allows me to go home for lunch. And so I get to see my wife, and when my kids were growing up, I got to see them every day during the middle of the day. So that's the kind of neat thing here, is that we do all these cool things right here in a small town.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. And next we have a little video from Planewave. And this video was taken a few years ago, and there's been some exciting developments since this video was shot. And we'll talk about those when it's over.
Planewave Instruments is a California-based corporation that manufactures high-end astronomy equipment. We definitely are, multi-million-dollar company, and we've grown 20 to 30% every year since I've been with the company, and there's no signs that is going to be slowing down. So I started my career as a journeyman toolmaker, went through an apprenticeship program, and learned that trade, and throughout that process got into mechanical engineering. And progressed into full-time engineering, doing robotics, robotic welding, the whole time having the end goal of going into astronomy and having my own company. I was kind of right at the tail end of the stigma that said that everyone has to go to college, otherwise you don't have a bright future. My parents were pushing me very hard towards that, and in fact I attended University of Toledo for 1 year for mechanical engineering. At the same time, I was working full-time as an apprentice for machining. And it was about after that year that I kind of decided I'm not going to get out of college what I wanted, or at least for what my goals were later on in life. I felt like that was going to come more from experience. It's just important for me to relay that while college is great and it's important, it's not necessarily for everyone, and everyone's not going to get out of it exactly what they think they're going to. For me, having that practical life experience as opposed to sitting in a classroom was more important. In 2008, when the economy took a tank, this area, was especially hard hit by that, and it really gave me a good kick to go into a different business and kind of go out on a limb. I had the opportunity to co-display with Plainwave Instruments at this trade show in New York City. And it was really at that trade show where we hit it off and kind of said, hey, let's form a new company called Meridian Mechatronics. We formed that here in Michigan, and immediately we started doing all of the machining and fabricating for the products that Plainwave made, as well as doing all of the machining and things like that required to build these mounts that we would market together. We serve a wide variety of customers: NASA, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, almost every major university you can think of: Caltech, Harvard, MIT. Some notable ones here in Michigan. Cranbrook Institute has one of our telescopes in their dome at the Science Institute. Ohio State University has one of our telescopes on their campus. We export about 60% of our products all around the world. I've done installations in Poland, Germany, England, India. Several other people within the company have done a lot of installs in Chile, as well as Australia. So we really go all over and service pretty much every industry that requires things like this. It was obviously very scary in the beginning, quitting a traditional job to be a business owner and work for yourself. We just have a lot of fun. And, everyone within the company is always on the same page. We all work very, very well together, and we're just as eager to show everyone around our shop and share the things that we do and the fun things that we do with anyone. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I get to do amazing things, travel to amazing places, meet really great people. I have not dreaded a single day.
Okay, with that, we'll introduce Alex, and I guess the main update is Plainwave is no longer a California company, correct?
Well, technically, we still have some guys out there and some offices out in California. So we meet with them every week and get together about what they're doing and what we're doing. But definitely more production in Adrian for sure now. With the coming of Meridian Mechatronics, as Kevin explained in the video there, that's based out of Deerfield, and we're doing a lot of the manufacturing that all of our telescopes require, basically 15 minutes down the road, so it's been a major help for sure. But yeah, just pretty much some products that we offer are a lot of telescopes, coined by our founders, Richard Hedrick and Joseph Haberman, along with Dave Rowe. We coined the CDK, or what is it called? It's called the Corrected Dahl Kirkham telescope, which has been produced at a lot of different lengths. We have the CDK 350, 400, 500, 600, 700, and 1000. Those are all meter lengths. So the 700 would be at 0.7 meter, the 1000 would be at 1 meter, and so on and so forth. We're also developing the CDK 2000, which is the 2-meter telescope, which is the biggest one we'll have produced here. But the amazing part about that is all of that will be done mostly in Adrian. The optics, the coating for the mirrors, the machining will all be done here in Adrian, which is something that a lot of big telescope companies can't say they can do here in America. But a little bit about me. I'm kind of a unique role here at the company since I was hired in May of this year, 2021, and I worked full-time all summer until the fall when I had to go back to school at Siena Heights, actually, here in town, which allowed me to work part-time here since I live here as well. And, Plainwave has been really awesome about allowing me to work as much as I can while doing school and making sure school's all good. I also play volleyball at Siena Heights, so that's just another thing on top of my schedule. Sorry, did we have a question, Jay?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, but I've been doing that in the fall, and I've been able to work a pretty good part-time schedule here and doing electrical drawings a lot. That's what my work normally entails. A program called Altium I use a lot to pretty much design and draw a lot of electrical drawings for mostly new telescopes that are coming out. Like we have a Delta Rho 350 coming out that I just built the prototype for. Not really built, but put together the prototype for it for testing, the first one. So that's pretty cool. And but yeah, my it's been great being able to be a student full time along with another sport at school, and being able to come here and learn and do a whole bunch of cool, really awesome work that can barely be done anywhere else, and it's in Adrian. It's really cool. So yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Alex. And it's amazing the companies we have represented here. There are some really cool things that go on in the Morency's and Blissfields and Adrian's that really have an impact all over the world, which is very cool, and Tecumseh. So with
Absolutely.
that, let's move on to Autokineton. That is pretty cool stuff. Who says that there's not high-tech stuff going on in Lenawee County? So with that, Brian, tell us a little bit about Autokineton and kind of your journey with the company.
For sure. For starters, thanks, Jack, for having us on today. We do appreciate it. Autokineton is more recent to Lenawee County in the terms that in 2019, all L&W facilities merged with all Tower Automotive facilities in North America, and we created a new company called Autokineton. What I can tell you is we have facilities on both the northern side of Lenawee and the southern side. Of that picture there is our Blissfield location. We also have a facility in Dundee. We also have a facility in Britain. We also have a facility in our Milan area as well, which is in Washtenaw, but it's about a 25-minute commute from Milan to the doorsteps there at the ISD and Votech Center. What we do here is we manufacture and engineer components for a multitude of different automotive companies. We also engineer products for the private security sectors. And also we have contracts with state and local police departments. The truest form is rolled form tubing. So what we do is we take the steel and metal, different metals, we roll them here, we mill them here, we form them and bend them here. And then some of the different machines you saw in the video, we have them welded together in pieces, specifically engineered for the different companies. We work with companies in the automotive world, the big three, so Ford, GM, Chrysler, Chevy. We recently signed a deal with Tesla, so we have Tesla in-house. The truest form of all of our products is roll form tubing, like I said. So, it comes back to, tubing products. So anything from seat adjusters to impact collision resistant beams in your doors. Most likely, if you're driving a car in North America, there's probably about 75% chance you're driving in a car that you're being protected by parts that have come from our facilities. So we are the second largest body and weight manufacturer in North America now. We have 42 locations in the United States. We also have facilities in Mexico and Canada. So, I mean, we are growing. We're in a state of constant growth since our, form of the Auto Kineton brand. So, we're looking to add, I think in our Blissfield facility, we're looking to grow by about 40% in the next year. And then in our Milan facility, about the same. So, we're excited, like I said, to be part of the panel today and answer any questions anybody might have. In personal, I've been with the company for 4 years now. I started actually as a recruiter and headhunter for a staffing agency. And I came over here when they created a recruiting division at our corporate headquarters. I kind of work at all of our different locations, Blissfield, Milan, Britain, and then our headquarters in New Boston. So I kind of bop around between all the different places. So I'm Onstead Wildcat alum. So if we've got any Wildcats listening today, go Cats. But again, thanks for having me.
Great. Yes, go Onstead. And thank you for that. Let's see. Next we have I Did It.
There's over 30 years of history and nostalgia here at I Did It. I started with that American entrepreneurial spirit back in 1986 in a small garage, and now it's grown to over 35,000 feet of state-of-the-art manufacturing and prototype facility. And you can see dripping on the walls the history of where it started from. Now we're going to show you what it's become. Now, I Did It is near vertically integrated. What that means is they have just about every machine, step, and process in-house to take raw material to finished product so they can control quality on every single step.
All product that we make here is manufactured in-house. We put our heart and soul into every single product that we put out there. I'm the purchasing manager, and I have to buy the product that we are using in our steering columns and any kind of billet aluminum application. I want to make sure that whoever we're dealing with is as high quality and honest and trustworthy as we are.
Now, this is where it all starts. Highest quality, 100% American-made parts and materials. Everything is sourced that comes through these doors within 500 miles of here. Now, from this spot, it's all about adding that American craftsmanship.
Each column is absolutely handcrafted. People out back are skilled at every level. Each individual that touches the column is giving his approval to that part. At the end, you have approval from 20 plus people. And when you take pride in your work, you will put out an awesome product. I think the quality and the skill set of the people that we have out back also reflects in their tenure here. Most of the guys out here have been here for 10 plus years.
I've been when I did it for a little over 17 years. I take a lot of pride in what I do. I love it a lot. It's just a great place to work. I wouldn't think of doing anything else. I think we're very good at what we do. By doing it all by hand and making sure everything's right, it gives you a good sense of pride. We try our best every day to make everything perfect.
They are fantastic employees, and they are handpicked for their department because of their skill set, because of the care that these guys take. They have cars themselves. They want it to be perfect, and they're going to take that care to make sure that it's perfect before it leaves here.
When you come here and purchase a part from us, it's top of the line, the best quality you can get. We stand behind everything that we do.
It does not like me to advance the slide until you at least see one little clip again. Okay, well, Kelly and Justin, tell us a little bit about I Did It.
So at I Did It, we manufacture steering columns and accessories for mainly hot rods, classic cars. We're getting into the performance line of things, so we've got lightweight products now to go into racing, like drag racing vehicles, other sprint cars, things like that. As the video stated, we manufacture pretty much everything here in-house. One of our biggest pushes, proudest moment type things is our product's truly made in America. The majority of our raw material comes within 500 miles of here, so we have a pretty good handle on quality and control of even just the raw materials coming into our facilities. So that's one of the biggest things that we focus on. And then the fact that everything is pretty much handmade, so it's true quality craftsmanship.
And Kelly, tell us a little bit about your journey to I Did It, and then I want to hear from Justin too about his education and his journey to I Did It.
So I've actually came from completely opposite of automotive industry. And then I went to the automotive industry, and then I did it 2 years ago as the marketing manager here, and we're kind of going through a rebranding phase. It had started before I got here, but kind of putting finishing touches on that, and also currently working on taking our website e-commerce. And then Justin has a much more interesting that will touch base with a lot of the people listening.
I'm Justin Sheldon. I'm
Both
the
front office and back in the shop represented here.
right.
Yes.
I'm Justin Sheldon. I'm the machine shop manager here at I Did It. I actually came from the tech center. 2004 and 2005, I was in machine trades class, and I started at I Did It right out of high school at 18 years old. Started in the machine shop as a lathe operator. Worked my way up to being the machine shop operator in a few years. I think it took 4 or 5 years to do that. We were fairly small then. We've grown quite a bit since then. We have 9 CNC machines out here on the floor. We've got skilled guys that operate them. It's been a great place to work for me over the years.
You are one of our success stories.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, let's jump into the panel discussion. Again, we have this being recorded, so we have some folks on the line today that are watching live, and then we will have this recording made available to students all over Lenawee County. So tell us a little bit about, and I'll leave it open to whoever wants to jump in first, but what types of job postings or hiring needs do you have currently?
Jack, I'll jump in. Currently, right now, we're looking for people to operate manual grinders, and also to have somebody to start training for our programming department.
Okay, Brian, I'm sure you're recruiting and hiring right now.
Yeah, so like I said, there's a great deal of growth going on right now. We are always looking for entry-level production operators to work in our quality, materials, shipping, and then production floors. We also, we're always looking for skilled trades, so anybody that is interested in those skilled trade programs, we have training programs in place where you can come in as an operator, and we'll do tuition reimbursement. We'll get you on a program to where you can start hitting the steps and advancement steps to become, part of the skilled trades here on our maintenance team, our controls and electrician team, or in our shipping department. So from the very entry level positions all the way up to the skilled trades, we're constantly looking for talent.
Good deal. How about Planewave? Alex, what's Planewave looking for these days?
Well, yeah, as I feel like all these companies are, we're growing as well, probably a little faster than we thought we were. I know past couple months maybe are getting a little close to our production requirements and meetings, so we're always looking for people who are just eager to learn about, the process, and a lot of production spots and engineering spots, office spots. But the bottom line was just trying to get people that are just eager to learn about how it goes around here.
Excellent. And I Did It. Kelly and Justin, talk about your hiring needs these days.
So right now, we pretty much all the time have a general labor position open. It's really our entry-level position. But since I've been here, I feel like anyone that comes in that position quickly grows into somewhere else in the facility. But it's somewhere to get in the door, kind of learn the processes and learn what's going on here and grow from there.
And again, next question really is, please describe some of the career path opportunities. So if you come in as a high school graduate from one of our local schools and you take that entry-level job, and what types of opportunities are there, and what's the potential for growth? And And, you know, I'm sure it's just not one career path in your organizations. There's probably many. Let's start with Larry. Where can you go from an entry-level position?
Well, Jack, as far as I'm concerned, Jack, everybody that hires in here has the same opportunity as I did. I hired in almost 43 years ago and been with the company ever since. Like I said, I started out at a grinding position, a manual grinder on the shop floor, but took the initiative to take some classes at JCC, learn how to program different languages, became a programmer, moved into basically a process engineering position, and then on into management. So sky's the limit. It totally depends on how much loyalty, you know, how long you'll stay with the company, how much hard work that you're willing to put in. And I think the sky's the limit. There's all kinds of ways to grow here.
How about I did it? Justin, you're a perfect example. Tell us a little bit about what career path opportunities there are at I did it.
If you come here as an entry-level worker and show initiative and show drive and show interest, you can move up into a more specialized position fairly quickly. We always have the need for someone with a good eye for detail, someone who wants to show up every day and is willing to work and learn. We like to groom people ourselves, so if you come in here with a basic initiative and a fundamental skill set, we can teach you everything else, and we take pride in that. So there's definitely channels to move up here.
Brian, how about yourself in Auto Kineton?
Yeah, so one of the success stories that we always try to tell incoming employees is, you know, most of our operations teams in both Blissfield and Milan, for the most part, all of them have started as production operators. So the opportunity to advance with us, continue, you know, to grow and have opportunities not only in Southeast Michigan, but also nationwide and, you know, in multiple countries now. All of our, you know, just to kind of give you an idea, both our HR manager here and our different managers, they all started as production operators. So really, if you come in with a good attitude, you know, are wanting to learn and wanting to grow and have that ambition, you're going to get the opportunity to have that here.
Okay, Planewave, Alex.
Yeah, it might seem like I'm kind of reiterating what my fellow company are talking about, but yeah, the eagerness to learn and eagerness to just put pride and passion into work is what's going to get you a good career path at any of these companies. I know one of my friends here is another student that's been here for a couple of years now, and he started out same as me, and now he's got a lot of different jobs he's responsible for here at the company, and I'm hoping to get there as well someday, hopefully soon. But yeah, just that eagerness to learn and eagerness to do good work it will go a long way in showing people that you can work and or want to do it. So
Great. Next question. Do your companies offer work-based learning opportunities, both for college interns, and Alex, you're probably a good example of that, but also for high school students? I know some companies do and some companies don't for various reasons. So do you offer work-based learning opportunities, co-ops or internships? We'll start with Brian.
We do. We offer both. Generally, we have you know, people that come in and intern in all of our skilled trades and then like our operations every year. For the most part, I would say since I've been here, it's been a lot of people from like different engineering schools. So like Trine University, Ferris State's engineering program, Michigan State's engineering program, and Michigan's engineering program. But you know, there's obviously been more than that. In terms of the training programs and educational, you know, assistance here, like I said, in a lot of those positions where you're growing and entering into more of the professional level and operations positions, we do offer tuition reimbursement And there's a set up program for most of the skilled trades in all the different departments that, once you meet the requirements, there's wage incentives, there's raises, there's bonuses. So like I said, as long as you have that ambition and that desire to grow and learn, there's going to be opportunities for both internships and, monetary incentives as well.
Do you have co-ops for high school students? Is that something you can do?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's not something I've seen yet. Generally, for the most part, all of our facilities, you do have to be 18 to work in the facility. So that would be something I would have to dig into to get you more information on.
Well, we could talk about it. I manage
Yeah.
work-based learning opportunities for the tech center, and we've got staff that set those up. But we could talk about that
For sure.
at another time. So,
Absolutely.
how about Larry, General Brooch, work-based learning opportunities?
Yeah, Jack. As a matter of fact, we have had co-op students in the past work here, which has worked out really well because they typically stay on and continue to work for us. So that's a good thing. We also have send people for training as far as additional schooling if they want to move into another department and they need that type of training, and we pay for that as well.
Good deal. How about I did it?
Yeah, we have both co-ops and internships. I've seen co-op more out on the floor and internships more here in the office, but we've done both.
Justin, did you start as a co-op?
No, I actually finished my full 2 years at Votech. Well, Votech, what it was called then. And I started here like 2 weeks after I graduated high school.
Gotcha.
But we, like Kelly said, we've done co-ops in the past. We'd be open to that opportunity again if the right student presented itself. We also do, if you're employed here for a year, I think you can do related training that pertains to your job. So if you're an entry-level welder, you can take advanced welding courses or that type of thing, and that pertains to the entire shop floor also.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. How about Planewave? Internships and co-ops.
So obviously we offer an internship program since I am one. The co-ops I'm not too sure on since I would have to look into that. But obviously the internship I could speak a lot on.
Let me let you know that you do because we've had co-ops over there before.
There you go. Well, I learned already. But yeah, my internship I can obviously speak upon that. I was looking for a summer job internship the past summer and was lucky enough to actually, coincidentally, I was giving volleyball lessons to Richard Hedrick's, our CEO's daughter at the time, and I was asking around, asking for a job, and he offered me to come in and get an interview, and that was that. And now I'm still here, going back to school in this past semester and the next coming up semester, and I plan on working here the whole time as much as I can. Planewave has been really awesome about, understanding that I'm probably going to have to put work behind a little bit to school at some points during the semester, and they're totally all right with that. So it's been really great.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. When you're looking for candidates for those entry-level positions, and I kind of want to look at it from a high school student that is trying to prepare for the working world, what types of classes or what types of preparation should they make? And then what skill sets do you look for in hiring for those entry-level positions? Let's start with Larry.
Jack, math is very important. So if they have their math classes even up through trig, it's very helpful for them here. What also is that we look for is good soft skills. The type of interviews and stuff that we do kind of directs in on soft skills to make sure they have those. They need to know the decimal and fractional system. It does very well if they're able to read blueprints. So the people that coming out of the tech classes at the Votech Center, very helpful because they know how to read the blueprints. And they also have been trained in gauge measurements, to know how to use gauges. So those are the important things for an entry-level person for us that we look for.
Okay, Brian.
Yeah, so for our entry-level candidates, what we're really looking for is somebody who has a diverse, work experience background. Could be, working in the summers, doing landscaping, could be, having gone to like the dental programs or things like that. Recently, historically, we've done really well with people who have, like medical experience. We've done really well with people who've done retail. Really, to anyone who's looking to advance and is comfortable cross-training and learning new things, those are generally the people that have a great deal of success right away with us. We're not a facility that, you're going to come to and be working 7 days a week, 10 or 12 hours a day. We try to get you in here and out of here with your 40 hours a week. Well, we try to be as efficient as possible, and we try to be as goal-driven as possible. We have different programs that if you hit your production numbers, we get you out of here as soon as you hit those, and we pay you for a full day's worth of work. So those people who can multitask, have a good commitment to show up daily, those are the types of people, durations and different jobs. Those are the people that generally we kind of, search for in our entry-level positions.
Okay, how about plane wave? What are you looking for when you hire?
So math and science classes, of course, got to get those down. Knowing those are, of course, key to any manufacturing job like this. So we're going to get into what we're really looking for when it comes to high school students coming out of high school right away, is just that eagerness to learn and kind of almost a coachability sense to where we can, mold you and do what we want to get you to where you need to be at the company. And that technical background with a little bit of CAD in there, maybe some other programs for design and things like that is also always helpful. But mainly that eagerness to learn is what we really are looking for.
Okay, great. I did it. Kelly.
Basically the same thing as everyone else. Like willingness to learn and advance is really the most important thing at an entry-level position here. And another thing that we like to see in our employees and tend to be the people who stick around longer and advance quicker are those that have an interest in automobiles and a passion for this industry.
Good deal. Good deal. Next question. If I am a graduated senior and just getting out of school and I want to prepare for an interview, what are your suggestions on how would you suggest a young graduate prepare for an interview for one of your companies? I'll let anybody start. How do you prepare for an interview for your company?
I think doing as much research on the company and getting knowledge of the company before you go sit down in front of them is important. And I just think doing research and understanding the position that you're applying for, and then sit down and take some time and think about questions that you want to know about the company when you're sitting in front of the people who can answer them best.
Interesting. Good, good. Brian, how would I prepare for an interview for Auto Kineton?
I think the biggest thing, or piece of advice I would give somebody preparing for an interview, aside from getting that general information or printing off the job description and having it with you, is to be yourself. One thing I can tell you from a hiring standpoint of hiring people, whether they be entry-level people or they be skilled trades or even like our management at professional level, be yourself. If I get a good feeling or I have a hunch that you are committed and you are all in on a position, I'm most likely going to give you an opportunity. I think, interviews come down to the human level. And if you can communicate on that human level with somebody who's interviewing you, I think it goes a long way.
Great, great. Larry?
I think some things that I kind of look for is I like to look for goal setters, people that do have goals and want to take steps in life that could kind of describe it to me. I also look for people that are team players, and if they can demonstrate to me that they've been able to work with others, then I feel that they have the ability to work here. And another thing that I look for is people that know their own skill set and can highlight themselves in what they do and what their strengths are. So all the other things that the other people have said, they go right along with it. But those are just some different things that I also look for, Jack.
Perfect, Larry. And Alex, how would I prepare for an interview with PlaneWave?
Yeah, on top of
Aside from being a volleyball coach.
right, yeah, you gotta have that. No. So on top of everything, obviously everybody else has been saying when it comes to preparing for interviews, I would just throw in just being able to demonstrate or present that passion or love for whatever job you want to do. As take an example for PlaneWave, I went in and wanted to be like I enjoy space. I think space is really cool and stars are really cool, just somehow find a way to put that on display and wear it on your sleeve to where they can see it and see that you're passionate about it.
Good. Let me ask you this. How has the COVID pandemic, how's that affected your companies? You're still in growth modes? How are you dealing with that? And is there anything a new hire would need to know coming in? Brian, let's start with Auto Kineton.
Yeah, so that is it's the ever evolving elephant in the room, I think, with a lot of different companies. We don't have any mandates or anything here. But the one thing, is to be flexible. No matter which side of the fence you are, with the entire, where you stand in regards to the different mandates. We try to be as open, and upfront with all of our employees as possible. It's an ever-changing every day, it's an ever-changing event. So, you just got to be flexible and understand that, decisions are being made to provide the best and safest work environments for everyone.
Great answer. Larry, how about yourself?
One thing that's kind of nice about our facility here is our people are spread out. So we just have natural social distancing, and to work through, we were considered an essential business because of some of our customers, especially our aero customers that we do business with around the world. And we were able to stay operating and follow the guidelines that was set by the Lenawee County Health Department and also the OSHA. And so by that, we were able to continue working right through COVID.
And Alex, how about PlaneWave?
Yeah, I got to the company around I guess you could call it the middle of COVID. So I came in with my mask on and everyone else had masks on. But I think the major problem with our company with COVID has been the parts being delayed and everything, all the parts we need. Right, the supply chain, right, exactly. I think that's been our biggest hit, besides, the obvious social distancing and all that stuff. But that's been our biggest challenge.
And then I did it. Any challenges with the pandemic?
Supply chain really is what it comes down to. Like General Brooch, we have out in the manufacturing area, we kind of naturally social distance anyways, and we were deemed essential business because we supply some aerospace parts to aerospace companies. So We were able to work a skeletal crew pretty much through the worst of it, and then when everyone could come back safely, we did so, and now we have the biggest backlog this company's ever had because everybody was at home, decided it was time to work on their projects, and business was great. But also the comment somebody made about being flexible, that's become very important in today's age.
I think we've all learned that, and we've all learned how to use the video formats, although we had some technical difficulties today, but we made it through. Last question for everybody. How do I apply for a job at your facility? Brian, how do I apply for a job at Auto Kinetana?
Yeah, so we actually have multiple ways you can do that on our website, autokineton.com. We also have our Facebook, which is Auto Kineton, either Blissfield or Milan. And then more recently, we're trying to catch on, I guess, to what all the kids are into now, and ways to recruit best. So we've actually got these placed all around the county. What these are just basic cards that go over our different locations. It goes over some of the benefits that we have. Literally, if you take your phone and open up your camera and scan this QR code will take you right to all of our openings within all of our companies. So all the 40 different locations nationwide, our facilities in Canada and Mexico. And you can find that, like I said, on our social media, our Facebook. We also utilize, your different programs like Indeed, things like that. But I mean, we try to make it as straightforward as possible to submit an application or a resume. And likewise, we also encourage you, if it's something you're interested or you or somebody in your family is interested in, just come right in any time, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to like 2:30 p.m. One of our representatives would love to sit down and talk with them about career opportunities.
All right, Larry, how do I apply to General Brooch?
Okay, you can go to our website or our Facebook site and do that, or you can stop in here at our 307 Salisbury Street address, fill out an application, or send in a resume, and that's how you can get set up for an interview here.
Good deal. Good deal. And Kelly and Justin, how do I apply for a job at I Did It?
We don't have it up. We usually don't have any postings online. So basically, if there is a posting online, you can apply through Indeed. That's usually where we post our jobs. Otherwise, just stop in and drop off an application, fill out, or drop off a resume, fill out an application.
Very good. And you're located where in Tecumseh?
Maumee Street, South Maumee Street. So we're like one block south of 50.
And Alex, how do I apply for a job at Planewave?
Yeah, so I think mostly our job postings are online, posted on Indeed if we do have openings. I think we're looking to get our postings more localized into the Adrian paper and all that stuff. So look for it there. But otherwise, I would primarily check Indeed for openings at Planewave.
Very good. Well, I appreciate you folks for participating in today's Manufacturing Day and the patience you showed with our technical difficulties and internet issues, but we made it through. Thank you again. Any parting thoughts or parting words?
Appreciate you having us as part of the program. We look forward to talking with anybody in the future.
Good deal.
Yeah, appreciate it having me on, and really hope to hopefully maybe meet some students that attended today. That would be really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, really would. Thanks, Jack, and all you guys out at the Votech Center. You do a great job.
Thank you. Kelly, Justin?
Just follow Justin's footsteps. You'll be successful.
Right out of the tech center, right to I Did It, huh? Or
Right.
any other companies. Hey, thanks again, folks. We will have this recording available probably in an edited format, so we don't highlight the technical difficulties. But thanks again, and we hope to support you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Take care, everybody.